Today we are beginning with a new series, and this series is Effective Team Meetings. And my title today is Team Meetings are more important than you realize. In my life, I have attended many team meetings, and more than often I came home and I asked myself, why were you even there? It wasn't effective, you didn't learn anything, I couldn't make any decisions, the team didn't reach any decisions. We spoke on and on forever about things, but nothing was reached. And that is the reason why team meetings have received such a bad reputation. Some say it's so boring, others say, well, it doesn't have any effect in my life. And so that's why I want to say team meetings are so important. It's important that we have meetings in our churches, in our organizations, in our groups that we lead. And why are they boring? I think that they're boring because sometimes we don't give the opportunity for people to have discussions, to chat about things. Maybe the leader is very dominant, or one doesn't know which topics will be discussed. We just come to the meeting and don't know why we're meeting, and it's not very clear. And then maybe they're ineffective because we don't know the purpose behind the meeting, because we wonder why we're even talking about these topics. It's so important to know that we can discuss things, that we can maybe even decide on things, that we listen to things, we listen to and give our opinions, that it's not just a time of giving announcements, but we can be part of brainstorming. Team meetings can be inspiring, they can be motivating, and they can be effective. And in this series, I want to encourage us to have team meetings in our churches, in our organizations, in the teams that we lead, and that they will be very effective. It's about your attitude as the leader. What attitude do you have as the leader in the first place when you come to these team meetings? Maybe for you it's just a necessary evil. You've got to go, you've got to lead, you're just going to come, you don't feel like it. And then of course you're going to impart that to the people that are in your team. Or else the team members have a bad attitude because they've so often experienced the meetings where they say, why should we even be there? Is it even worth being there? The meetings are critical and they are important, and it depends on the attitude of the leader and the members. Why are they important? They are important because, not just because we have to make decisions, but also because that in a team meeting many other things are happening. In a team meeting there's a possibility and opportunity for you as the team leader to influence your team. For example, you can have many talks and lead the talks, and you are shaping this team with your DNA. They will start knowing how you are thinking, how you are deciding on things. And that's why it's so important that we meet often enough. In a team meeting, we can encourage each other. There are things that we are so busy with that can be discouraging. Think of the Corona times, those times where we really had to battle through things, where we didn't have that close contact with each other. It was difficult. But then when the team meeting started again in our church, it was that rejoicing and excitement again. Wow, we together again. We can be present live. We can look at each other in the eyes, and that encouraged us for the work that we are busy with. A team meeting also promotes unity. Good team members play well together when they know what the others are doing in the team. It's like every team. You play better in your position when you know that the others are also playing, when you know what their functions are, what tasks, and what roles the others have. And that's why we can play a game well together then. A team meeting is also great for coordination, good coordination. And sometimes people say to me, we can deal with these things by email. Yes, some things can be handled with email, one-to-one things, but there are those things that we need to organize where we need a coordination between the various members of the team. And if it's a well-planned meeting and a well-led meeting, it's far more effective, and we save a lot of time by meeting together. And of course, it also creates the possibility that the team leader can make an announcement in the room that he can't normally have. So when you start wanting to give an announcement to individuals, you find that sometimes different messages come through and rumors start because they've all taken it in differently. But if a team leader can speak to the whole team at once, it makes so much more sense and is more effective. And that's why team meetings are so more important than what you imagine. So don't switch off and say, no, I've had bad experiences, I don't want team meetings. No, change your attitude, come into a new rhythm and say and understand team meetings are important, but how can I do this better? And that's what we're going to be discussing in the next weeks. It's not about having fewer meetings. Maybe in your situation, depending on how many meetings you actually have in your organization, but it's about having good meetings that save time, that make us more effective and promote unity. Some questions for homework. Number 1, rate your meetings in terms of inspiration, where you have a scale of 1, where people have understood the vision, they refreshed, they totally go back to their places feeling like they want to work. Or on the other side, number 5, where the vision is very blurry, we're not motivated, we don't know how it's going to carry on in the day. Second question, rate your meetings in terms of effectiveness. That means, have we made decisions? Has this team saved time? Do we know what the others are doing? Has it been effective? That would mean effective meeting. Or else the 5, which it says we haven't really chatted to each other, we haven't reached any decisions, it was a waste of time. And then the third question, do you meet often enough to experience the benefits of a meeting? Do you say as a team, we are encouraged? Do you feel that this has been a good time? Do you need more meetings, or have you enough? So ask yourself these questions. They will help you to firstly analyze where you are, and next week we will continue with the other topics.